Overview of Literature, Week 6. The Canterbury Tales is a frame narrative that includes many genres within it, such as fables, confession, and other genres. Key themes in the Canterbury Tales include religion, pilgrimage, courtly authority, the feudal system, agency, chastity, intertextuality, sexuality, and chivalry. This frame tale poem revels in the extraordinary range of possible tales and tale tellers. The diverse pilgrims span the range of medieval life. Each teller is also an individual, characterized as such not only in the general prologue, but also in the manner in which each tale is told. Chaucer was inspired by both the epic and the novella, and each individual tale is a different genre. When we look at particularly the Wife of Bath, both the prologue and the tale, the Wife of Bath's prologue is a confession. The Wife of Bath's tale is an Arthurian romance. Key points in the Wife of Bath's prologue are that she admits to being manipulative and deceptive, both psychologically and physically, to get what she wants. Her character is contradictory and calls the audience to consider the role of women in marriage and in society. The Wife of Bath's tale, in the beginning of the tale, we look at the knight as villainous. He forcefully takes what he wants when he assaults the young maiden. He's spared if he can answer the question, what do women want most in the world? His discovery of the old hag leads him both to the answer and to an ironic twist in events, for now the old hag is in control. Marie de France, her genre was called a lays. It's a medieval short tale that usually involves knights. Key themes within her poetry include psychological metamorphosis, subjectivity, love, faith, chastity, mundanity, and the supernatural. She was inspired by Ovid, who is considered an authority on love. Elements of her poems include octosyllabic couplets, which rhymed in her original language, but when translated to English, appear as non-rhyming. She explores the psychological rather than the physical aspects of love. She used the techniques common in oral texts, things like repetition, rhyme, meter, so that she could, in the oral tradition, poets used these types of devices so that it would be easy to commit to memory and then to perform for an audience. She used these techniques that were common in oral text, despite the fact that she knew her text would be written. She also incorporates magic and or fantasy. In the main story, Biz Claveret, the werewolf was considered dangerous and terrifying, but in contrast, Biz Claveret is much nobler than his wife. Her deceit echoes the biblical story of Delilah and Samson. When the wife's nose is torn off, it's a form of torture, and torture was common in criminal investigations because it was used to confirm a witness's story. The punishment of the wife and her lover and the emulation of Biz Claveret by the king sends a message to the audience about love, faith, and loyalty. This concludes the lecture PowerPoint presentation for the Norton Anthology of World Literature.